Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully Enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to reflect on the value of the practice and why we need to practice like this. And what are the benefit that we can get in this very conventional life? Because when you know it, you yourself work for that. So especially the benefit, because our conventional mind always depend on the benefit. We look for benefit. People work so hard. They don't care about the cold. They don't care about sometimes the hot. They don't care about the weather condition. They don't care about the danger. They go to work when they know they can get good benefit. This is our conventional truth. We cannot deny it. So same thing in the meditation also. You should know what are the benefits that you can get, otherwise you may not going to practice this. So when it comes to meditation, the sitting and practicing, this it now very common word we use, mindfulness meditation, mindfulness practice. So when it comes to mindfulness, it's just the training of your mind for attention and awareness. In a very conventional way, that when you have the attention and awareness for your inside and for your environment around you, and you can have a very comfortable, successful lifestyle. So as an ordinary person, that is very necessary. Because once you know what is happening in you and around you, it gives some kind of understanding for yourself, even in the very conventional way, how to do things. So That's why sometimes people nowadays more into meditation or this mindfulness practice, because they have a intention, they have a desire to become a very successful person in this very conventional life, become more bigger and better person for themselves. So nothing wrong with that, because from ancient time to today, that is what we keep looking. But at the same time, we have to remember it's not going to end, because that whatever the happiness or the satisfaction you achieve in the conventional life, it's not going to be with you there. Why? Because everything changed. And then this achieving become a kind of like a desire or habit. The grasping, holding nature and the struggle going to be with us always. How far we can go? There's no end. So when it comes to the meaning of bhavana, bhavana means the authentic and original, genuine way, the word for the mindfulness practice what the Buddha taught. So the bhavana is the cultivation of the mind. Cultivation of the mind is different than the mindfulness practice. So the mostly mindfulness practice, you have the attention and awareness to know what's happening inside you and around you. But when it comes to the cultivation of mind, just knowing is not enough. Because you can just observe and you just know this is inhalation, this is exhalation, this is inhalation, this is exhalation. It's happened naturally. You just know it. Where will take it you? And you just spend the time till you die. You can observe the inhalation, exhalation. You become very mindful about all the works. When you cook, when you clean, when you drive, you become so mindful. So what is the next result that you gain? Maybe without any disturb, you will make it happen. You will come to the destination without any the accident. That is very, very important. But is it enough for you? How far you have to keep driving like that? Because when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, that all teachings based with something. It is not based with the way that you look for how to die perfectly. It's directly based with how you can find a way not to born again. It is not about how you're going to end that everything perfect. So then in day-to-day life, that our mindfulness based with that, how we can finish something perfect. How we can do things conventionally, kind of like a profitable way that we can gain what we want. But that will lead you to something else. So then you have to be very careful and understand slowly that doing something, achieving something, and finishing the job and starting another from that point is not our purpose. How you can have a situation not to get into any kind of situation or the environment or any kind of activity, any kind of job, not to get into a life. How you can do that? Maybe you have the wisdom to escape from something. So how far you have to keep escaping from situations? Why you don't think, rather than developing the wisdom of escaping, why you don't think, oh, if I don't enter into it, I no need to escape. So if you look very carefully now, there's a, there are a lot of research keep going on the world, and even people into that. How to die peacefully, how to die properly, how to end my life properly. And then they start to do whatever the things they need to do in day-to-day life, and they manage. They try to manage their day-to-day things and make it everything perfect. And then it gives a kind of like a peace for you. But when it comes to that deeper cultivation of your mind, should not have an intention to maintain it or manage it. The cultivation of the mind, you should have the intention to get into the bottom line and see why I experience this. Rather than holding and rather than resisting it, is there any way? Is there any possibility I can come to a point not to experience this? So then, as example, in tranquility state, we develop undisturbed mind. So how far you can keep that? So the undisturbed mind, it's okay. You should have it, but you should not settle down there. Why? Because still the mind is there, even though it is undisturbed. The mind is there. So how you can get out from the mind also? That is where you have to deeply look, and when you keep practice, that's where you gain some kind of wisdom, rather than maintaining and managing situations. And you recognize there is a way you can find the wisdom not to get into something. So it's a kind of like, rather than having a kind of like a merits and maintaining good life, you start to into the depth and say, oh, if I don't born again, no problem. So then look into that. So then maybe you think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Or then you maybe have savings, insurance, and so kind of like that things. So how about if you don't have it? You don't need to worry about anything. So then maybe you come to a point, oh, what's the point not having the life? Then ask the question yourself, what's the point that you having life? What you gain out of it? Do you gain anything that what you want? No. You don't get anything what you want, and you don't have any idea. Even that what you hope, what you dream, where it will take you. You have to be very careful. Maybe on the surface level, it look very beautiful, nice, but underneath, it is not the way that we think. You know it's better than me. So then why you don't think that deeply yourself, even though we maintaining this life this way, that you have to have a deeper intention to touch into that bottom line and work yourself to have a complete stop. You can do it. There is a way you can do it. Even in day-to-day life that you can handle, sometimes, if you don't make this phone call, you can change a lot of things. You will change your future. If you don't answer to this text, you will change your whole life. You know that. But still, why you keep doing that? See that you had the opportunity to completely stop it. But still, there is some taste in you, something, some kind of like a genie in your head and tell, no, later I will fix it. On the way, I will fix it. I know how to handle this. No need to worry, just keep going, keep going. But by the time, we can't find the exit. We get lost inside our own mind, not the outside world. So that's why you have to be very careful. So practicing meditation is not the mindfulness meditation. Here, tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation directly, it's give the facilities, it give the wisdom for you to have the tranquility mind, and still you gain that all the benefits that whatever you gain out of the mindfulness meditation. But this more deeper, that's what you have to understand. It is just not the attention and awareness. It is just not that you know what is happening inside you and outside you. It is more deeper. You have deeper strength and the wisdom you collect day by day, and getting to the bottom truth, which we call the Dharma or the nature, or the what is you experience in the moment. And you recognize the very nature of it. And once you recognize, you analyze it. And vigorously, thoroughly, deeply, you break it down to pieces. And you recognize the emptiness. And you recognize that what you experience doesn't have any self-centered connection. And even the experiencer, there is no any self-centered connection. And also that whatever the bottom line you reach, you recognize it not going to be there, giving you even the tranquility state, not going to give you any kind of permanent satisfaction. It's always have the changing nature. So those are very fundamental truth happening in you with each and every moment, and with each and every cell, with each and every thought, and with each and every experience. Rather than knowingly what is happening around me, rather than, oh, I know this, I know that, you have to go into deeper and know that even that what you know is not you. That is make you crazy. So then who is that? That's the question. That's the question that you have to ask from you. Because this is the thing, the mindfulness training, the mindfulness practice will take you to develop the attention and awareness. And when you develop the attention and awareness deeply, with the self-centered mind, if you develop, oh, it is my attention, oh, I am aware about it, you go completely wrong way. How many times you think that like that? Oh, I am aware about it. So you already self-centered. So then out of that self-centered mind, that whatever the awareness you build is not right. So that's why deeper, this meditation is not just the knowing things. Because what we know is not right. You and me both know about it. That's why we practice. That's why we keep looking into it. So then, when you know that what you know is not right, why you hold it to that knowing, and why you condition on it, and how you going to that the develop that condition within yourself and within your environment, and then settle down with that and maintaining that understanding. It's not going to give any development. In end of the day, it's going to make you a very unhappy person. So that's why the very key point, always remember, don't afraid to get into the bottom. Don't afraid to touch the truth. Sometimes when the people think impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, or selflessness, people are afraid for that. Some people get mad about it. They get disappointed. Don't worry. Don't afraid for that, because your awareness, your consciousness, if it is going to be happy only in that place, only in the truth. So then more and more and more into to look into that. It's when you day by day, it will take you closer to the truth, when you keep in that way and practice that way. Otherwise, even you reach to the highest in this conventional life, that somewhere that it's going to make you very difficult. Look how many mobile apps nowadays, everybody's, on your palm, that they have the many meditation things, many mindfulness practice. It make people crazy now. In the future, that is the hardest part that can fix, because there are a lot of unnecessary methods and people go crazy. And there are in the future, as a result of this, maybe there are a lot of meditation zombies going to be around us. So then you have to be very careful. That doesn't mean, oh, this is everybody need to practice this. No, that you have to be very careful with the mind, because that it's not going to be satisfied with the success. And if you heard the news today, that Miss USA 2019, that's a young girl, 30 years old, that she crowned as Miss USA. As a young girl, that is something that, a lot of girls have a dream to have that. And people think it's kind of like a, victory. But what happened? In Manhattan, in an apartment, she jumped and she died today. And when I heard it, I was thinking, see that even you have the crown, when you don't know about the very nature of the mind, it will sabotage you. So her mind is her life herself took her to the highest. As a girl, became a Miss USA. And Her mind itself, took her to jump out of that apartment building. So then how you know about you? How you know about your other person? How you know about your children? And you may think, oh, they're doing very good. And we think, oh, we do very good. But how we know that tomorrow, what our mind going to tells us, what it going to brings us? So why we can't analyze it like that way? Because we, rather than we recognize, rather than we analyze, we mostly deeply, even we practice meditation, we hug our own thoughts, we sleep with our own thoughts, we mesmerize our own thoughts. We never try to get out of it. So that's why we sometimes, even we don't know about our own mind and what will happen. So you have to be very careful. It is not just not only her. We have the science, technology, machines. We have this all the consumer product. We have so much facilities today, but more than any other time, this is the time that people suicide themselves. More than any other time, the most of the pharmaceutical product come because for the anxiety and depression. And it's all created by the mind. So then all our meditations, that all these apps and all this science is fail. If we can't protect this young generation, if we can't protect the human life, and if we can't provide the good, balanced mind and the clarity in that mind, what's the point out of this science and technology? Or what's the point out of these religions or the philosophy, or out of this all the facilities? What's the point that we have this, and what we gain? If even our own life become more and more unhappy, sad, worry day by day, yourself, if you question yourself, if you develop day by day uncertainty, unhappiness, worry, fear, out of the soul, what's the point? Where we go? Maybe we're not going to jump out of the huge building, tall building, but deeper every day we will suffer inside us. So everywhere it's happened. When I heard that, I felt so sorry about not only her. Why at least, at least one friend, maybe she didn't have very close friend, whoever, share, whoever that have the some kind of wisdom to take her out of that pressure and the situation. Why? Because we build up some, whatever we experience, we think it's kind of like a permanent. This is me. That's kill us. It should not happen in the world because it is an illusion. That's not like that. But still we think, oh, what we feel, this is me. So then when you develop the mindfulness meditation, that's why I thought to talk about this today. When you develop the mindfulness meditation based with the self-centered attention and awareness, it will kill you. You have to be very, very careful. It kills you. You're not going to die maybe, but it kill you. How many times we die, we kill ourselves, we're not going to die. We come back, So it's like that. So don't have that. That's why when you come to meditation, you have to remember, you go towards the truth. And don't try to, cover up it and look for something else. No, accept it. See that. See this, everything change. Always, keep it as a mantra. You get something. Always remember, repeat every day. Everything impermanent, everything impermanent. Keep repeating, you know what will happen? You're going to liberate. You're going to gain some kind of wisdom. And keep repeating, just as some kind of like a mantra. This selflessness, impermanent, unsatisfactory nature. Always remind that. 1 week enough, guaranteed, within 7 days, you will see something. So that's why, because it is the truth. That is why we exist like this. So at least remember yourself, take care of yourself, and take care of your children, take care of your partners, and especially your friends, and don't take things as personal. Even though it is very hard, whatever we experience, that things happen as a result of necessary cause and conditions, not because of me or not because of you. So when you capable to change that for the moment, maybe just for a few moments, you will see the situation going to change. So that's why, remember, take that lesson and look at how the other people that go through situations and take it to yourself and understand. And try to, when something happened far away, and try to have the connection and feel it and try to understand it through from that person point of view, and how that moment came to that, why it happened that way. So then it's kind of like it will help you to understand there's a way we can fix this, we can change this. So try to help for your friends, try to help for your other people. You can do it. So otherwise this journey is not a kind of like a journey that you go just by yourself, and that you live day by day, you shrink yourself. No, you become open. How? Because when anybody suicide, it is unnecessary. When anybody suicide, most of time people suicide because the situations or the problems or that whatever go through their mind, they think as personal. That's the thing. And it is there is a reason that we come into that level. There are very difficult situations, we have to accept it. And sometimes we can't see that, we can't see anything, and we think, oh, I cannot fix this anything. That's your mind, not the situation. That is the key. That is your mind. And your mind you hold as you, but your mind is not you. This is the key point that in the Buddha's teaching that deeply try to talk, that what you try to enjoy, what you try to get into, what you try to destroy, what you try to fight, it's not you. It's a certain kind of cause and conditions. It's changeable. Even though it is hard, it's changeable. So come to that point to look into life, and then you will see there are a lot of opportunities around you to experience this human life from a different angle. And When you have that kind of mind, that itself will help you to go beyond the attention or the go beyond the awareness and get into deeper mental formations and clean that cankers, uproot that all that unnecessary believings or the holding and the pain that we go through. And then you will recognize, even though things become hard, life go up and down, and dark times come, but still your mind, your awareness, your consciousness have the vividness, the clarity, sharpness, the strength to go through that. That is a different wisdom. Rather than holding this is me, when you capable to understand this is not me, this is cause and condition, it is very strong way to handle the situation. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit for today. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring my attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels, deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya Buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjissami idammi punya kammang asavakkaya van hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.